Welcome to Solace Crafting Beginnings, number 5, setting up your town. Today we will talk about how to set up your town and upgrade your Solace. You will need to set up your facilities, which you can learn to do in the Solace Crafting Beginnings Facilities video. And you also need to learn how to build, which you can learn how to do in the Solace Crafting's Beginning Building video. Both links will be in the description. We'll start here in my home base. As you can see, I have a lot of buildings set up for you already, but I wanted to show you some of the things that can go wrong before we get started. First, town buildings can be built within a certain range of the Solace. And first, there's not enough room to build all or even most of the buildings. You'll want to have to do some planning ahead of time. Don't do what I do and just put down everything without any forethought. You can move them buildings, but it is a bit of a trick. It is a bit tricky. You'll have to do some planning. One hint: there is limited buildings room for your buildings, so you can overlap your buildings, as I've done here. You'll just have to be careful if you do so. So now we will go ahead and we'll go ahead and build our town. We'll go to here where I found a spider's nest. As you can see, I found a spider's nest, and way you want to have your Solace close to the spider's nest so that it overlaps in the range, so that it is considered to be within the town's limit. And then you want to start building by hitting the T buttons. You're separated into storehouses, which is no town started, an outpost, hamlets, villages, towns, and cities. The most basic level of a base is your storehouse. The storehouse collects all the materials your harvesting buildings will gather into boxes for you to use. You will need 200 lumber in order to build a storehouse. And so we'll go ahead and build our storehouse. And you do this by using your WSDA keys, can move it around, and you want to move it until it's green. And you can also move it higher or lower using the key or the E keys. And so we're going to find a good spot right there, and then you're going to hit spacebar, and it'll go ahead and put your spot down. Now, if you happen to put it in a spot that you didn't mean to put it, you can go ahead and go make sure you're within the town limits, hit storehouse again, hit reposition, and it'll pick it up for you, and you can now position it so that you have it, because we put it the wrong direction the first time. There we go. And now, see, that's better, but it's still a little too high. So we're going to reposition it again. There we go. Okay. Now that you have a storehouse, you can increase the amount of space you have in your storehouse by going to woodworking, facilities, and to crate box. And you would need your woodworking station, but you could make crates in order to which are storage boxes used by town storehouses. Make sure that you're using crates boxes and not crates. Crates are just a decorative look, so they don't do anything for you except provide decoration. All right. All right, now we can create an outpost. We need a forager, which needs 200 lumber and 5 light. It'll help your people to be able to get food for themselves. Oh, as you can see, it's really, we made that real too high, so we'll just go ahead and drop it down with the Q button, and we will turn it around. And if we wanted to overlap it, we could like that. You can overlap a little bit, and now you have your forager. And then you want to make sure to give yourself as much room for the Solace as possible, so that you have as much room to put in as many buildings as possible. Next, you'll need your harvesting buildings. So once in a while, you will find these materials. And this one's called a spider's nest, and it will give you exotic materials that you find you can get only through harvesting through buildings in your through your Solace. And this one needs a reaper, so we're going to go ahead and build a reaper, and we'll build that right next door. And looks like we got it. Let's see. All right, now let's build our reaper. All right, and now we can go up to the reaper and go to harvesting and hit assign to collect spider silk, and it'll start collecting silk for us. And we can also build a logger. As you can see, I can sort of overlap them. But see, I still have access to my person and the one post, and so that gives me I'm able to overlap them, but I'm able to still have access to my building. And now we can move on. Now we can put in a trader, which is also 200 level lumber. Let's see, where are we going to put this? And all right, and now we can put in our farmer, which is going to we're now upgraded to, as you can see, we're upgraded to a hamlet, but we need a farmer for the hamlet. And we can put in our two, at this point, you can put buildings that will help with upgrading buildings or give you upgrades to technology with better technology such as weapons and armor. You'll need to start upgrading buildings at this point, as you will need two rank harvesters and two crafters to build an inn, so that you can make a hamlet into a village. You can increase the rank by building a carpenter and creating wooden construction supplies with lumber and iron to rank up your buildings. So that's what we will do. We will make a carpenter, but we need some more lumber first. Oh. Okay, now we are back. And now we can build our carpenter, which takes 300 lumber and 5 light. We'll put that there, and then we will also build a weaponsmith, which is As you can see, you can start to get a little pinched as to where you're putting things, the more buildings you put in. We'll put that lower. All right, and now we can go to the carpenter and we can build wooden construction supplies. Out of lumber and iron. And we can upgrade our buildings. Like that. And by continuing to do that, you'll eventually be able to upgrade your building so you can get an inn, and then after that you can continue on through into making the rest of your town. So those are just the basics of buildings. The other thing you're going to want to do is to upgrade your Solace, and in order to do that you're going to need to defend your Solace. So this is where you're going to want to know how to build. You're going to build, and you're going to need timber, so we'll go get some timber real quick. We used up all our timber for... Alright, we're ready to build wooden obelisks for our Solace. So you go to build, select new, center, and then you want to go up to your particular tier, which is 20. In this case is tier 12 for me. And you can do build, construct, and you're going to hit obelisks. So, but first we'll build our first little room there, and hit space, and then you can just start putting them all around. Remember, you can spin, back, so you can put up your first one, and then you can see you can build more, and you can use the right button to turn. And you're going to want to build your obelisks around your Solace. And once you have your obelisks around your Solace, like that, you can go to upgrade. You're going to go to level. It's going to start with the first initial one's going to be 40 light. You're going to hit upgrade and be ready, because you're going to have ready to face your challenge. And your obelisks will surrounding it will help take care of your buildings so that they don't test. And then you're succeeded and you're increased. That's everything you need to do to start building your town and to increase your Solace. You'll need to continue to do that in order to continue to get more materials, to build out in different places. So you'll need to have different spots built up with different towns so they can get different materials. But that's the beginnings that you need to get started. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you could leave any questions or concerns in the comment section, that would be great. And hope you'll look at my other videos, the ones in the future. If you have any other concerns, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye.